Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Wake Up with me and the crew. We got Diamond, Elena, and we got some girls here from Chicago.
Hey.
Chi-Town.
Yeah, stand up, guys.
So today's topic we're going to be speaking about is what male you prefer ethnicity-wise and why. So we got some girls here. We're looking to start. So Diamond, why don't you give us the run?
Well, when I first started dating, I was only like Hispanic guys, Latinos. You try to stick with what you know. And then I've been with Palestinian guy for the past 7 years. And yeah, I love it. My little Aladdin. But, I feel like a Middle Eastern man, I feel like they're like a mix between like Hispanic and Black. And it just comes together and it creates the perfect like caramel swirl. Shout out to all the Arab. But they're the best. I feel like I get a lot of things like people say, oh, they're controlling, or like how do you deal with guys like that? But my guy's not like that, so I think maybe I haven't seen that side of them yet. But I know they're used to like arranged marriages and then like the religion, and it's so much that comes with it. But I feel like the connection with the Latinas and the Middle Eastern men right now is hot. Like that's what's up right now.
I feel that.
What do you think, Lisi? Who do you?
I feel that. So I personally, I like the Hispanic men.
Okay. What are you? You look mixed.
I'm Puerto Rican, white, and Black.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely mixed. I've tried to date African American men, but to me, it's the controlling thing with them.
Okay.
I don't know, for some reason, they got to be macho men. They got to be like, you can't wear this, you can't do that, you can't stay out.
You don't like that?
Yeah, no, I'm kind of independent in
Okay.
certain things, certain ways. And I feel the Hispanic men can meet that energy with me.
What makes them unique for you?
They like to party with you. Like I don't know. It's something to them.
I feel like maybe it's like, when you have someone that's the same culture as you and they like speak the same language and they like the same food, I feel like it makes it that much more comfortable. Like me getting used to like the Middle Eastern food and all that, the Mediterranean food, it was different. Everything it comes with, it's a different life.
So you think back in the day when, people used to just marry their own race, you think that is subject to come back, or
it was a comfortability thing. I definitely feel like it was something that you're familiar with, you're comfortable. You want somebody to share the same holidays as you, the same beliefs, the same morals, the same values. Hispanic, they really revolve around families, and Middle Eastern people do as well. So I feel like that's kind of what drew me to that. But as far as like I've never dated anyone that was African American or anything like that. I've kind of stuck with what I know. So.
Okay, yeah. Like, I'm mixed. So my Hispanic man, they get the best of different worlds. I introduce them to different cooking, different styles of food and things like that. And then like my family is mixed too. So they get that little introduction to like my Black side, the white side, it's all different. I don't know. It's
like a melting
adapt.
pot.
Yeah, they adapt. They adapt. I like it.
What about you two girls over here?
Well, coming back to your question, I don't think that same ethnicity relationships are going to be a thing anymore just because social media has started to evolve and now it's our platform of communication for everything. And since it's expanded and has expanded the perceptions of people's like limitations, I guess, it just brings more opportunities for people. I mean, we're kind of mammals. We like to explore what's out there. We want to make sure that we have the best that we can.
So it's because of social media. That's what you're saying, that it's expanded out. So
I feel like it.
So you're gonna automatically date someone brand new, like completely different from your own race.
Not necessarily, but it definitely opens up the options for people. I feel like back in the day when it's like more cultural, more like the biggest communication we had was really cell phones, but we only knew each other from like maybe a couple miles away, next town.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like everyone knows across each other, know people from across the world, and people are willing to
crossbreed. That's what
cross the ocean for you.
You've seen a lot more of that. What about Elena?
My whole dream is to marry an Italian man. I don't know. I feel like me and him are vibe. They're like a little crazy, a little spicy like me. But they're also like family men. But from my experience, I dated all types of guys, like from all races. But I prefer Muslim men also. What Diamond said, they treat you like a princess, It's
Princess Jazz.
They're so protective of you. Like they want to make sure you have everything you need. I was catered to in my last relationship, so I loved it. So
I'm doing this wrong, huh?
Nah, girl, you good. You stick with our people, okay? Because somebody got to reproduce.
Yeah. They're controlling, but like in a good way. They're just possessive, I guess, in a good way, not in a bad way. What is it? Not possessive.
What do you mean by possessive?
Like they care where you're at all the time. They want to know who you're talking to. I think they're just worried about getting cheated on, but they just like really care. When a Muslim man really loves you, like you'll know. Like you're know.
Toxic. That's what this sounds like. She's like, I want to be controlled.
Let me give you an example. You're out with your man or whatever, and you see him shake up with a couple different girls, and you're like, just hug her. Hey, how you doing? Whatever.
That wouldn't happen.
Does that kind of get you, like, hey, this is the wrong ethnicity? What gets you to a point where you're like, hey, this is the wrong man?
What do you think?
Too friendly.
This is my friend Anna, and she's recently, I introduced her to somebody outside of our little culture.
Okay.
So how's that working for you?
He's European, and I feel like
Serbian.
Yeah, both Serbian. Yeah. But I don't know. Like he treats me right. Like it's better than like Latinos. Like I've dated black men. It's like he just treats me different, and I feel like it's just where he comes from, because just like the way they grow up out there. So he's just like loving.
So you feel like it stems from like his family and stuff like that and the beliefs. Do you think it's similar to the Latino culture?
Yeah, kind of similar in a way, but I don't know. It's just different.
So what's the craziest race then you say of men that you guys have dated?
Tori?
Puerto Ricans.
That's accurate.
That's
accurate.
Accurate, definitely.
That wasn't a date. That became a baby daddy.
I mean, guilty.
I'm healing.
Feel you, girl. Feel you.
It's a season for me now. Yeah. And that's all.
What about you, Dime? What's the craziest race then?
I would say my Palestinian prince was the craziest one. I mean, they have a very strong personality. At the end of the day, it's like fire on fire. I'm an Aries, he's a Leo. So I feel like and I'm, April 10th, he's August 10th. So it's very like strong emotions. And I feel like, I just feel like when you put two strong people together, it creates fucking fire. And nobody's willing to put it out. And, it's just, sometimes you got to wait till the shit burns down and then, you hash it out together and then you act like nothing happened. But it definitely, when you're dating, like Middle Eastern people are very strong people. They fight for their fucking land and all kinds of shit. They ain't taking none. They ain't taking no for an answer. So, you gotta be strong and then know how to deal with these different type of race and these different type of people because, they're usually do arranged marriages, so they deal with people that are submissive. They want somebody that's gonna be like, hey, I'm the housewife. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna do this. But times are changing and we're no longer living in those times.
Yeah.
And what do you like to date, sir? Or what was the most toxic?
I mean, we can go over that a little later. I just want to go over more with your point of view.
Change the subject.
So I just want to know, so when you're out, what makes you pick which ethnicity? Is it just any guy that comes and hits on you or what, obviously she sets you up, but, when you're just looking, what do you look for? Is it, do you see ethnicity or you ladies don't?
I don't see ethnicity.
I don't see ethnicity.
No.
I do. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm not racist, but I know what I like.
Preference.
And
It's your preference.
yeah, it's a preference.
I see preference. I definitely see preference.
Yeah, so there is preference
but like,
then, right?
I wouldn't
Of course.
see ethnicity.
No,
Yeah.
it's not ethnicity. It's a preference. Yeah, like I'm looking for certain features, certain qualities. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to look at this bum ass motherfucker across the room over somebody who's dressed nice. Like I said, it's a preference.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
but it's not
for
skin
sure.
color for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So skin color has got nothing to do
I've
with
never
it.
Absolutely
dated
nothing.
I've never dated a black guy, to be honest, but it just was that I never like really meshed with them, and I don't like the way that you can walk to any gas station and they're like on your ass. Like, you feel bad about yourself, go to the gas station out west, and you're for sure to feel like a 10. But I just feel like they're willing to holler at anybody, and I'm not saying none against I fuck with black people. I grew up in all black neighborhoods, but those guys, like, they be on it. You could be 300 pounds, aged out,
Yeah,
like,
that's the facts now, though, for sure.
I'm not lying.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
That's the facts now.
Not all of them, but the majority that I know are the ones that I grew
and
up
it
around.
be the cute ones, too.
Right, and that's why I never hooked up with one, because of I see the way they treat women. I feel like, they gotta say something to every single girl for the most part.
Wandering eye for
It's
sure.
more like a Chicago thing, or if it's more like
Yeah, Chicago definitely. Because when I've gone to other states, they don't act as like, the guys out here are just thirsty. Sorry, I love my Chicago guys, but just saying, I gotta keep it real.
Well, usually Chicago guys are hitting on like 7 or 8 different girls. So if you think you're the only one, you
need options.
probably have that mistaken. But that's because some of you guys, there's so many, there's a lot of men messaging the same girls over and over again too. So you assume like, oh, this guy's thirsty for me, but he might not be. You just might be just an everyday message.
Another good morning text.
Okay.
Hey, girls are like that too.
Thanks,
I'm just saying it varies on male or,
Girls are like that too. Don't get it twisted.
What about if we went on the topic of, back to ethnicity and males that you would date? So what would separate an ethnicity? Hey, like this guy, like you're really into a guy that's black, you're really into a guy that's white. What separates it for you? What would you say over there?
Elaborate. What do you mean? What separates it?
Like, well, you like both of them, what would separate it?
Oh, what's the tiebreaker?
Into white guys, you're into black guys. What gets it, separated? Does that have anything to do with it, or?
I feel like it's not the race that's gonna separate it. I feel like it's more of the the morals, the common values that you guys have. All the similarities. I feel like that's what's kind of bring you close to somebody. And somebody can be completely opposite from you. Me and my guy are complete opposites, but we mesh well because, opposites attract. In our case, it's opposites. But before I dated him, I used to like dating guys that were very similar to me, and it's not good. Sometimes you got to date outside of the box or go for something that you're not usually going for to get a better result,
Yeah, absolutely.
What about you ladies? How do you feel?
To go back on what Diamond said, definitely feel that it's based off of like your morals, how you carry yourself, what, you come with also. Cause there's a lot of guys out here that are scoping the same way us females scope. These guys scope too, so it comes with like, how does he treat his mother at the end of the day? How is his relationship with his sisters? If he has sisters, things like that. Cause it all comes
his daughters.
How he is as a father. Thank you.
Deadbeats.
It all brings it into like how he's gonna treat you at the end of the day. So to me, I want to know about your history. I want to know about your relationship with your mom, with your sisters, with your kids, all of that. Like, cause it all trickles down, So there's no preference or switching it up. Cause a white guy could be a deadbeat and a black dad could be, anybody could be a deadbeat. It just
but it's not being a deadbeat. Like, how do you choose who to pick?
You got to get to know.
You got the same quality, same everything. How do you choose who to pick?
The sex,
the
sex.
Okay, that's
sex. Yeah, for sure.
And how he treats you. You know what I'm saying? Like, can he match your?
But he's
energy?
saying if both two guys treat you the same and they're both good guys, what's the deal breaker? What makes you say, okay, I'm picking this one? And like I said, it's the sex.
Sex is security for sure.
It is.
Sex and security.
So if there's good sex and
then also if I feel safe with that person
security,
too. Like I gotta feel safe. Like if I'm able to go out with you and I know that like my back is protected at all times and I can go home with you and not have to worry about sleeping at night and things like that. It all comes into play, So
why should you worry about sleeping at night? I'm confused.
Just being protected.
You live in Chicago.
Protection, yeah. Like I want to go to bed next to you knowing like, okay, my man got this. If anything happened, like you just want to feel protected at the end of the day too. So that's a deal breaker as well. Can I know you could protect me?
So if you're out, guys get in your face, you want your guy to fight for you? That's
it depends on how deep it goes. It just pretty much. I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say yeah. Like I can't even fight that. Yeah,
that's that Chicago shit.
Right.
Like you want your no. I do not want my man to fight.
I don't want him to fight.
One of the guys just walks away when he's like, oh, she's wilding out.
Oh hell no, bye.
That's you done.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't want my guy to fight, and I'm a fucking fighter. I don't want my guy to fight.
I wouldn't say fight, but make his presence known.
No, but you should have enough respect for the guy to handle it in the door. You don't have to have your guy get out of pocket. You have to be like, hey, like I'm with him. You got to treat him and shut it out before it even gets to that. You don't want the night to end like that. That's just trashy.
No. But how about if they're like consistent though? Like this man, you're telling him,
somebody
like, my man is here.
Yeah,
you can't.
Some guys don't know when to stop.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. I deal with that a lot. So,
yes.
All right, guys, we appreciate you guys being on the show. We'll tune in next week for another episode of Wake Up. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.